So a couple of days ago, it was revealed who would be getting the top 10 picks in this year's NBA draft, with the Pelicans at the number 1 pick this year, first time since AD back in 2012. Following the Pelicans is Memphis, the Knicks, Lakers, and Cleveland, which is mind-boggling how the Lakers got a better pick when they had a better season and got LeBron from them. But anyways, I thought it'd be interesting to talk a little bit about the NBA draft and its history, when it started, and how the draft picks ended up throughout the years. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smack that like button and subscribe to keep up with my videos, and don't forget to hit that bell. The NBA draft started back in 1947, with this dude right here being the very first pick ever. Generally, the worst 3 teams in the NBA at the end of the season have the best odds of the first overall pick. Now the odds are weighted a little differently because the NBA don't want these teams taken during the regular season for higher draft picks now. From 1947 to 2006, they allowed high school players to enter the NBA draft if they felt they were good enough to compete. There's a total of 45 players drafted from high school into the NBA. The very first one was Reggie Harding back in 1962, getting selected in the 4th round by his hometown team in Detroit. Many has followed suit afterwards. In 2006, they made a new rule that a high school player must be removed from high school graduation for a year before they can enter. With this new rule, guys have to play college ball or go overseas for a check, and now the NBA is considering high school players into the G League to make an NBA roster, which I feel is probably the best route for real, especially because there's no more triple Bs. I did some research and I seen that only 6 NBA teams never had the first overall pick. The Denver Nuggets, OKC Thunder, Miami Heat, Brooklyn Nets, Indiana Pacers, and the Memphis Grizzlies. And I did a little more research and I discovered that Cleveland Cavaliers, yes, the Cavs, has had the most first overall draft picks with 6 of them. And the only time they were ever championship contenders was when LeBron was rocking their jersey, man. Surprisingly, teams like the Kings, Hawks, and Suns only had the first overall pick once in their whole existence, which is crazy. And they've been so damn trash for as long as I can remember. Well, except the 2015 Hawks. They were type nice. The 1st through 14th pick in the NBA draft are lottery selections. Generally, the top 15 players in college basketball or overseas get selected here. These players are players who teams think that they could help them win now or in the near future, but that's not always the case. A top 15 pick that doesn't live up to the hype on draft night are considered a bust. A bust is a highly recruited draftee that doesn't live up to expectations and are known more for the draft pick that was selected after them, who were more successful. But you never know when it comes to scouting and drafting talent. It's a hit or miss for a franchise. In NBA history, only 11 first overall picks won the league MVP and currently have 17 players in the Hall of Fame today. The best first overall picks to me of all time, here's my top 10 list. Obviously your list will probably be different, but here's mine. LeBron, Magic, Kareem, Shaq, Tim, Hakeem, Allen Iverson, Oscar Robertson, Anthony Davis, and Kyrie Irving. Honorable mentions, I'll probably have D Rose and Dwight Howard. Let me know down in the comment section who you feel like the best first overall picks of all time are. Here are the lottery teams for this year's draft. Pelicans got really lucky getting that first overall pick, but Zion definitely not trying to play in New Orleans, and there's a reason why AD still wants out, man. But maybe there's gonna be a possible trade with the Lakers or the Knicks for AD. Hopefully that's the case, because LeBron, he needs some help next season, man. We're definitely not trying to see what happened this year happen next year again. I don't want to see that again. Knicks thought they were going to get that first overall pick, but they got daggered. Cleveland got the 5th overall pick, which is crazy that they even got that damn high. The Phoenix and the Bulls are extremely tight. They definitely needed a chance at Zion, Moran, or RJ, but those chances are completely out the window. Just gonna be completely ass for the next couple years in no man's land. Majority of first overall picks were from America, but there are some players who were born elsewhere and still able to go number 1 when it was time to go pro. The first out-of-country first overall pick was Michael Thompson from the Bahamas. Last year's DeAndre Ayton is also from the Bahamas. Hakeem Olajuwon and Michael Olowokandi are from Nigeria. Yao Ming is from China. Andrew Bogut and Ben Simmons are from Australia. Andre Bargnani is the only Italian on this list. Andrew Wiggins and Anthony Bennett back-to-back from Canada, and Karl Anthony Towns is the only Dominican first overall pick. This year's draft is on June 20th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time at the Barclays Center, where we all know Zion's going to be selected first, but the mystery is who's going where after. I'm expecting a trade from the Lakers for AD, or maybe the Knicks. They might snag him up. I want to see how this all plays out for the Pelicans and AD. And this summer is going to be very interesting with the decision of where KD and Kyrie and Jimmy Butler, players like that, where are they going this offseason. You know, there's a lot of talk that KD and Kyrie may be coming to the Knicks. I don't know. Let's see. Here is a 2019 draft predictions mock list according to NBADraft.net. We got Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, RJ Barrett, DeAndre Hunter, Kobe White, Darius Garland, Jarrett Culver, Cameron Reddish, Jason Hayes, and this name, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this name. So with this year's draft class not being extremely hyped like the ones we've seen in the previous past, how do you guys feel about this NBA draft class? Who's your top 5 picks of 2019? And let me know what you thought of this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to smack that like button as it helps my channel grow. Let me know down below which video ideas I should do next. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure to hit that bell to stay notified of all my videos. And I'm gonna check you on my next video. Wait for it.